What up, YouTube? It's your boy Big Cool coming to you from Colossal Boxing Talk with.
It's your boy John G, and I'm with Colossal Boxing as well.
And we're here with former WBO middleweight champion and current middleweight contender, Kid Chocolate, Peter Quillin. How you doing today, champ?
I feel good, man. How you feeling?
Hey, I'm feeling good. Thanks for another opportunity to chat it up with you again. We really appreciate it.
100%.
All right, my first question is, I talked to you a while back, I think around October, maybe November, right before you vacated your title. And you spoke on, you just vacated it because you felt it was something that you needed to do and you was pursuing bigger fights. Since that moment, your name has been linked more than once with a potential fight with Jermaine Taylor. Do you care to speak on that and to kill those rumors, or is that something that was, kind of true?
I don't think that's like, I don't think nothing is true until it's like signing on the dotted line on the contract. And that's not something that came my way right now. And, I'm just going through the motions right now. I'm in the gym, training hard for anybody, whether it's Jermaine Taylor or whoever it is. You know what I mean? I think the last time I heard, I thought Jermaine Taylor was fighting Sergio Moore.
Yeah, that has been finalized as of recent. I think last week. To follow up on that question, did you by chance happen to catch the Matt Korobov Andy Lee fight, and do you feel that you was justified in making your decision to pass up on a fight with him, seeing that what Andy Lee did to him?
Yeah, and I think I'm happy for Andy Lee to win and have a good highlight moment in his career. I mean, he fought and he became the middleweight champion in the world. It's a feeling that I can't even explain unless that was something he was betting and doing all your life to become the champion. So I'm not going to take away his glory moments. And also for Matt Korobov, who fell short of the glory. And, that's what is the most impactful thing in boxing, is you get to see, like, the stories being played out right in front of your eyes within a knockout or somebody getting knocked out. You know what I'm saying? So I hope that Matt Korobov come back a better man and, Andy Lee keep fighting on to defend his belt to be the best champion he can be.
Very classic answer. JG?
All right, champ. I have a question because Dan Rafael broke the news about, the settlement between Al Heyman and a Golden Boy about which fighters were here, which fighters were there. One of the guys left out the equation was you. So my question is, have you been offered any promotional deals anywhere? Like, where do you stand, and what do we expect to see from you in 2015? Whatever Al is going to advise me to do, because Al is the man in boxing, man. You know what I'm saying? He's the one that I can't really say much about as much as he impacted my career and impacted my bank account and impacted me as a businessman / boxer. You know what I mean? I look to be able to accomplish many things through Al Heyman, and I'm just very thankful to be part of his roster of boxers that he has on contract.
Okay. John G., you got another follow-up question to that response?
Yeah. So, one of the things that I've noticed, I've seen in May, one of the guys that you called out is the boogeyman himself, Triple G Golovkin. But as recent as December, you said his name is there. And this is a quote: his name is there, but the money and business behind him is not equaling up to each other. So what has changed from May to December that has made him any less of a reward at this point? All right, when I say I want to fight him, doesn't mean that it doesn't have to do with the money first and foremost. Number two, I am a professional boxer. This is what I do for a living. I have a child, so I got to make sure that I'm able to provide for them, because this is all I do. You know what I mean? So, like, when I say, the money is not there, it's because of the hype around him. You know what I mean? Like, have you known that, 1.4 that I turned down, he hasn't made that money yet? So he's still trying to make the same kind of money that I'm looking for. So when I say that, it's like the fight between me and Gennady is supposed to be worth a lot more than what it is right now. If you're a boxing, behind the boxing politics, you'll know how much the money is worth. And, that money is not on the table right now. I already agreed several different times to fight him. If that was what was something that could be made and the money could be behind the fight. You know what I mean? So before Richard Schaefer left the company of Golden Boy and they had this agreement, you know, they called me and was like, would you want to fight with Gennady Golovkin? I said, yeah. You know what I'm saying? And they wanted to go to first bids, and Gennady Golovkin didn't want it to be on first bids because he has a relationship with Golden Boy. But instead of going on the internet and say he's scared and he's running from him, I look at it as a business move on his part. He made a good relationship with HBO, and why would he want to, you know, try to, you know, ruin that relationship for, you know, going somewhere else where the money should be staying with the people that he's been getting money with already. So, you know, like, I try not to go into details about the boxing politics. A lot of people that say they know boxing don't really know boxing. I know boxing because this is what I do. This is my whole life. So when I look at it, it's like people just, I hear people all day. Behind the scenes, I know what's going on. But in front of the scenes, a lot of people think they know what's going on, but it's not. Everybody think I'm supposed to be fighting Danny Jacobs. No, that's not a true settlement. It's a thing that I could say that it could happen, but it ain't time for it to happen right now to be able to get the money that the fight is really worth. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so it sounds like you're waiting for these fights to materialize into bigger fights. And it sounds like...
Have you noticed after Gennady Golovkin last fight, he called out Miguel Cotto. Because you know Miguel Cotto is going to give him the payday he's looking for. Do I get mad about that? No. He should be getting the payday that he's looking for. He's been doing this for his whole life. So who am I to tell him that he should be fighting this person? He should be getting the money he deserves because he gave up his whole life for it. Somebody that don't never gave up their whole life to do something, you know, always going to have an opinion or view of why they should take this. Like, I gave up $1.4 million because I know I'm worth $1.4 million plus more. So it's not like even like, you know, I'm in a position to say no to that much money. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, like I said, I never came in the game of boxing to pick and choose who I fight. I just know that, you know, as a fighter, you have to protect yourself because how many fighters have you known that retire broke and don't have shit? I ask you all that question.
You have a point. You know, there is a lot of fighters that didn't take care of their money or, you know, didn't make as much as they should have, and now they're suffering for it. So that is a point well taken.
I'm not fucking going to be that fighter. I guarantee you that. I'm definitely not. I want to be a totally different fighter after my career. I want to be like a Sugar Ray Leonard or George Foreman who still have money after their career. You know, Mike Tyson, thank God that he's able to get some other money outside of the thing because for a long time people was like, hey, he's retired. They had so much negative stuff to say about him. I'm not going to be one of those fighters. I'm going to make sure that my kid is not going to suffer the way I suffered growing up.
I definitely respect that. And my next question is, of course, you know, everybody knows by now that your manager, Al Heyman, and Richard Schaefer, I guess they're, you know, in cahoots with this, came to a settlement agreement with Golden Boy. Are you exclusively signed to Showtime, or are you free to fight on any network that's available to you, or a fight that's available to you?
Contractually, I'm not, you know, signed to anybody, but what's more important is like handshakes and the relationships I already got. That's with my network, so it's who I know that is what's going to get me where I need to be. So right now I fought on HBO when Anguilla fought James Kirkwood. I haven't fought on HBO since then, and now I'm fighting on on Showtime, and I've been making some very, very good money, and I think that's more important than anything else, more than a contract, more than anything else. Now, it was a situation for me to jump to HBO, and my people thought it was something good for me, and it's a green light for everything to be on the go. But right now, I'm just actually being advised by one of the best managers in the game, the best advisor in the game, Al Heyman, and that's very important that we stay online and cahoots with each other.
All right, could you another question? Could you speak on his move? I know you don't want to go into too much detail, but on his move, coming into an agreement or signing a deal with NBC Sports to bring boxing back to network television. Could you know, how big do you think that will be for boxing? You know, potentially yourself as well.
Well, I can't really say too much about what Al has planned because nobody really knows until it comes to the forefront. But I just know that anything that he do is very, very big. And my opinion on fighters fighting on free TV with that kind of exposure, You know, we can be LeBron James. We can be Carmelo Anthony. We can be, you know, Derek Jeter, all these people that, you know, play these sports on free TV. So it's like, anybody where I'm from in the hood, Grand Rapids, Michigan, even in Brooklyn, don't even have money to afford a lot of those networks. So you just tell me what you think. It'd be a special thing that people that can't afford to see me get to see me for free.
All right. I definitely agree with that. JG?
I'm going to change the subject a little bit right now, you know, and kind of focus a little bit more on inside the ring. So what types of things have you, you know, been doing to improve your craft? Because it appears that boxing is very important. And so have you been in the gym, and what types of things are you working on for a better 2015? Improving the people that was already there that never had a position. Making my friends, you know, my managers, somebody advising me, my trainers, empowering my own team, people that's been there from the beginning, people that believed in me, people that got love for me, you know, people that need an opportunity, and I'm giving in all those things to the people that's been there from the beginning. My best friend is my business manager who managed my whole team of employees that work for me, that, you know, from my assistants that I have to, you know, correlating everything with my wife, to my best friend who's been in the gym since 7th grade, since we've been in the gym. You know, we just been working hand in hand, trying to, you know, improve ourselves in many aspects just by staying in the gym, staying motivated, because that's the hardest part to do is, like, you know, being at a certain level where you just have to go in the gym and just be inspired to be like a champion. I was already a champion, so it's like I got to remind myself why I need to be in the gym. So I'm in the gym. I'm running. I have to eat the foods that's like aimed to make me like stay up according to my weight. You know, there's all the things that surround my whole lifestyle. It's got to be a fight lifestyle.
It's good to hear. My question is, do you have a target date for your return? Because I know I read somewhere where you're shooting a movie, but do you have a date that you're targeting for your return for 2015?
Well, we're just looking at close to like April or March or April.
Okay. Any particular names in mind? I know you're not the type to call out anybody, but have there been some names that you can say that's been thrown your way as potential opponents?
How about all the fighters that's been calling me out, like Danny Jacobs, David Lemieux, all the other guys that's been calling me out? Everybody can get enough of challenge.
Hey, I'd love to see you and Daniel Jacobs. That'll be a all New York showdown. Yeah, Brooklyn showdown between two power punchers that's explosive and fan friendly. So I hope that fight can come to fruition.
Yeah, I think anything can happen. Anything is possible in boxing. When we seen Holyfield fight Brady Ball, we seen the guy come in on the parachute. So anything can happen in fighting in boxing.
JG.
Okay, Chad, you kind of talked a little bit earlier about, I guess, the business and you having to take care of, you know, you having to take care of your kid and, you know, you're not going to be one of the broke, you know what I'm saying, boxers after this is all said and done. So my thing is, what do you think about a union, a boxers union that kind of helps boxers, I guess, take care of themselves after all of this is done? Put it like this. Anything is possible. I just look at it like this. The best thing you can do for people is be the best example you can be for yourself. So if I do these things and I make sure I don't retire broke and I invest into a retirement plan and I'm doing all these great things for myself, then I hope that other fighters can emulate that and do it for themselves and become better at what they do. Just make sure that they don't retire broke and be somebody that a statistic of boxing saying 99% of the fighters retire broke. I'm not going to be one of them. Only because I got a different kind of mind, man. I got a different kind of heart. I have a giving heart, but at the same time, I'm very smart the way I want to put my money at. I don't just listen to anybody that says, let me help you with your money, champ. I can help you do this. And none of the people that steal from you, man. So I just know that, you know, I have to do with whatever I can live with and whatever I'm comfortable with. It's very impactful for me to keep, you know, humble and keep going and going off with the flow. You know what I'm saying? Like, many people don't really realize that a lot of fighters, you we don't come from college. Some of us don't even graduate from high school. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of us never was taught money management. So it's like, if we never was taught those things, it's hard to execute those things. So I'm looking at it like, I want to be one of the few fighters that fighters can look at and say, man, he did good with his money, and he's still good, and I want to know what he did, and hopefully that can be a chain reaction to what fighters need to be doing in their times, whatever their journeys want to take them.
I definitely respect that answer, and like I said, I'm all for boxers getting their money because this is a brutal sport, and I have the utmost respect for what you guys and girls do inside that ring to entertain us. So I definitely respect the answer. One of my last few questions, sir.
Let me tell you though, before you ask me that, it's one thing I have to say. It's hard to get my wife to understand the fight lifestyle. Because by her just being like a person that just go to work from 9 to 5, it's hard to understand like a person that didn't have all the credentials she had to be able to go to school to say, yo, a guy like him to make his own schedule up, go work, and got to be motivated, and what he's motivated from. Like, I'm motivated by having people around me that want more in their life, and, just staying hungry, being humble. Those are the qualities that I look for when I have people surrounded around me, that I just got to know that, not everybody's supposed to are meant to know what a fighter's lifestyle is supposed to be like. I'm a rock star, man.
I definitely agree. Everything is not meant for everybody, and you're one of the special few that's been, chosen to be in this brutal sport and excel in it. So, like I said, hopefully everybody out there finds their calling for their career individually and has success in it. But one of my last few questions is, as you know, I know you're a loyal guy, but did Jay-Z in Rock Nation Sports, throw you an offer to see, if you would take the bait and potentially jump in ship from Al Heyman to Rock Nation Sports, or, you really didn't, feed into any of that or get any offer from them?
I don't get into that because I'm on contract with Al Heyman. That, like if I was in contract with Jay-Z and Al Heyman called me, I would tell him to call Jay-Z because that's who I'm in contract with. So it's like, but just being like, a smart businessman, I want to say that I'm in contract with Al Heyman, and the best thing for me to do is run things in business through Al Heyman, man, because that's who's been helping me all along. Everybody wants you when you're a winner, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But Al's been there for a while now. He's been had his eye on me for my whole career, and I got a good relationship with him, and I'm not going to ruin that for some money. Some things money can't buy, man.
I definitely agree with that. Loyalty is one of the best traits a person can have in anything in life. JG?
Okay, this is my last question, and it's more of a clear the air type of thing for all the fans out there, who do support the sport, like the real fans, and sometimes the casuals as well. Like, often, this is one of the things that I hear, the story of you vacating your title, turning down your biggest payday, and then saying Golovkin's a high risk. Like, what do you say to those people right now? Like, this is your chance right now to clear the air and, pretty much tell those people what you think about them. I think Gennady Golovkin is doing what exactly he's supposed to be doing. He did this his whole career. He was an amateur. He was an Olympian. I could just say I wasn't none of those things. I was straight from the hood, having boxing gloves in my neighborhood, fighting on the street, becoming the champion of the world. That comes with a price. So when I sit down with people that know how much money is actually on the table, and they tell me that's not worth it, then I'm going to listen to those people because they know what they're doing. Now, as far as what people say, people that never stepped in the ring ever in their life before, they're going to, of course, say what their opinion is. They're speaking from an opinion that from never stepping in the ring, knowing they never got punched in their mouth. I got punched in my mouth, got punched in my eye, I had a ruptured eye and spine. All my injuries came from sparring, the fight. You know what I'm saying? I'm training for fights, and I get 10 injuries, and it's like those things come with a high risk of pay. You know what I'm saying? So when I see somebody that got nothing but wins and nothing but knockouts. And when I say the risk is higher than the reward, that means what he is, boogeyman in the sport, right? That's got to come with some type of fight. People won't want to step up and fight him because they're going to get $2-3 million to fight him because all he do is knock out people. But since I'm, he's still looking for the payday I'm looking for, how is he worth more money than I am?
Okay, I definitely see where you're coming from. I definitely can see where.
I definitely do. Ask your other guy. You understand? How about your other guy who asked you the question?
Yeah, I think we.
Oh no, I definitely understand. I'm understanding it right now, but I want to hear from you and everybody. You know what I'm saying? Out there probably wants to hear it as well because one thing we might read an article and get something totally different. I was just giving you the opportunity to clear the air right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm looking at it like this. Ospar, Gennady, Golovkin, he's a good fighter. He actually is a good guy behind the scenes. He's like a cool guy you can have a conversation with. When you understand what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? But all around, what I'm trying to say is like I'm working with people that know what they're doing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of fighters may think they know what they're doing and they fuck up their whole career and then they retire with no fucking money in the bank. I'm just saying that's not going to be me. Who is the highest paid athlete in the world? Mayweather.
Yeah, Floyd.
Right. He is, right?
Yes.
Who advises Mayweather?
Al Heyman.
All right, then I have nothing to worry about besides what God has had planned for me. Gennady Golovkin is part of the plans that God has meant for me, regardless win or lose. That's God's plan. That's not up to nobody else. That's between me and God and how I deal with that.
Hey, I definitely respect that answer, and I hope people finally, get the answer that they were looking for. You're not, you
Can
just.
I tell you something though? I know for a fact that not everybody's supposed to understand. Regardless if 2 or 3 people understand out of 10, then that was the purpose for 2 or 3 people to understand, and that's what the purpose is. I'm not gonna fight against that. I'm not gonna be unhappy. I'm just gonna be happy. I'm gonna show love. Anybody that needs a hug when you see Kid Chocolate, make sure you reach out your hand, and I will hug you, male or female, K or whoever. I'll give a hug to the world because I believe in humanity.
Hey, we definitely respect it, and you're definitely a humble guy, and we definitely look forward to your ring return for 2015. One last question outside of the ring. I know that you're shooting a movie. Could you speak a little bit about the movie and your role in the movie, and when can we expect it to hit theaters?
Yeah, it's coming out 2015. You can Google it. It's called Bleed for This. The main actor in the movie is Miles Teller. He's the lead actor. Got to be on set with him, and it's like a pleasure to be on set with such a guy that's courageous, want to learn boxing, and not be scared of me, a professional boxer like me, throwing punches at him. He really wanted to make sure that he gave a stamp on Vinny Pazienza for this movie. It's a great story. I need to look out for it. My scene in the movie, I'm playing Roger Mayweather, another Michigan fighter who's from Grand Rapids, Michigan originally. I'm from Grand Rapids, so it's a great thing for my story, and that's very important to me. Y'all need to stay tuned because I'm probably one of the 2 boxers right now that get to play in the movie, man. It's big, and I'm thankful for it. I thank God for these type of opportunities coming my way, and I don't take them for granted. And I hope y'all are very inspired by watching this movie coming out. It's called Bleed for This.
We're definitely going to look forward to it. And if you don't mind, could you give Colossal Boxing Talk a shout-out before we let you go?
Yeah, I want to give out a straight shout-out to Colossal Boxing Talk, man. Is this what boxing fans need to hear, man? If you want to know boxing, you need to hit up Colossal, man. It's a blessing to be on air with you guys and be able to talk and shoot the shits about boxing, man. I hope y'all stay tuned for me to be back in the ring very soon and more talks with you guys over here.
All right, there it is. You heard it from none other than Kid Chocolate himself, clarifying everything and every question you need to answer. He just did that with us, and we want to thank you, and we wish you nothing but the best with the rest of your boxing career, as well as.
Hit me up on my Instagram @Kid Chocolate, on my Twitter @Kid Chocolate. Hit that website up, www.kidchocolate.com. I got also YouTube channel that you can get very easily at kidchocolate.tv. Watching out very with my team. I'm blessed to have them. I'm blessed for the fans. I'm blessed for Colossal Boxing Talk. Be able to shoot the shit with me. I'm here, and I'm very thankful. Thank you.
Hey, thank you, and take it easy. And we will check you out and keep spreading your name to more boxing fans, and so they can get in tune with you. like I said, we look forward to your ring return, and we want to wish you nothing but the best in the rest of your career in boxing, as well as outside of the boxing ring. So, you know, be blessed, and we look forward to you, you know, in the ring.
Thank you.
All right, you take it easy.
Take it easy, champ. All right, thank you. Thank you, Kirk.
And there you have it. Me and John JG just wrapped up our interview with former WBO middleweight champion Kid Chocolate Peter Quillin. He answered all your questions about Golovkin and some. You know, check out the video. Leave your comments in the comment section below. Like the video. Subscribe to our channel. Spread the word on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. And just support our movement and watch the interview in entirety, because he gave us some good quotes, and you know, he's a humble guy and he deserves support. So, you know, until next time, we out. Peace.